All right. So basically, this was not expected for me. I thought we would blitz these guys. We kind of did, to be honest. We kind of did. But that second half was one of the most embarrassing showings I've seen from us yet. People call us second half FC. This was not second half FC to me. I don't know about y'all. This was nowhere near second half FC. If you look at the stats, 50% possession, it was evenly split between the two teams. We edged them on expected goals just off of that first half. 1.76 XG created in that first half only. They had 1.33. Bro, the way that we got touched in that second half was outrageous. Like, if there was a stat here, right? It showed that in the first half, Wolves had 6 shots, we had 10 shots. In the second half, they had 10 shots, we had 0 shots. How do we have 0 shots against this team? Wolves are not a good team, bro. These guys are sat 17th in the Premier League. Sat 17th. They're not amazing. And again, today Salah carried. Like, he didn't get the assist for the Diaz goal, but he's the one that passed the ball to him, who got the goal, and then he scored the penalty to make it 2-0. He scored again to make it 3-0, but it was offside. Then we got another penalty, but it wasn't a penalty because Jota dove. Here's my issue here, right? We don't close out games amazingly. Like, today we managed to do it, but against Everton again, the same problem came again. We were 2-1 up. We should have made it 3, or maybe put on Endo. Like, today, putting on Endo worked. Like, we got the win at the end. Maybe, why didn't Slot play Endo against Everton? Maybe we could have seen on that game as well. No creativity in the midfield. I mean, to be fair, our midfield is made for legs. Gravenberg, McAllister, and Soboslai, most of that is legs. The only creative-ish midfielder we've got is Harvey Elliott, and he hasn't been performing recently. He has not been performing. Gaining and losing the ball every time in the second half. True, we gave the ball away too many times. Like, and then we took Konate out of our defense. We put on Kwanzaa. And it's like what CJ's saying now. Konate is basically our Rodri in defense. But I understand why I still took him off. He was on the yellow. One more challenge and he would have been gone. And he would have been suspended for the Villa game. And that Villa game is important. We need to win that game. We could potentially go 10 points clear. They'll have a game in hand, but still, we could go 10 points clear. I understand why he took off Konate, but again, it shows that we needed to invest in January and get a backup center back. Kwanzaa, unfortunately, is not on that level. To be fair to him today, he was pretty decent. But again, I didn't trust him. He looked shaky sometimes. Gomez would have been our backup, but he's injured. We could have gotten better defensive cover that would make us feel more solid or more safe in those positions. And I'd say Salah, Salah obviously is going to come to our forefront when it comes to man of the match performance. Konate, he got a yellow early and he got hooked, so I can't even say that he was man of the match. Just everyone was mid, especially that second half. Like, look at the momentum charts. Here. Like, Wolves had tiny bit of momentum coming in that first half. But in the second half, look at this. Pure domination from Wolves. And to be fair to Mateus Cunha, what a goal he scored. People talk about deflection. That did not take a deflection. That was an amazing strike from him. And look what it says here. Look at the amount of shots these guys took. You see this compared to ours. All of this was just in the first half. You should have played Gravenberg in defense, but to be fair, that is an idea. Gravenberg in defense is a pretty decent idea, I would say. Gravenberg in defense does kind of work sometimes. But again, even if you play Gravenberg in defense, it does not make up for our shit attacking performance in the second half. We were running McAllister, Soboslai left wing gimmicks. Bro, Sobo and McAllister are out here on the left wing putting balls into the box. This was not a good performance from us at all. The fact that we let Wolves, bro, like, they're not... Where are they in the table? Look at where they're sat in the table. They're 17th. How are we struggling against 17th? And it's become a problem. We don't finish out games, especially that Everton game. Last minute dagger. If we did not bring on Endo today, we probably would have continued that last minute dagger too. Endo, when he came on, he won a lot of free kicks. That was good. Why did Jota dive? I don't know. He could have took the shot. He should have took the shot. He thought it was Newcastle last season. He thought he could get away with it. Sobo was pressing at least. Like, our midfield, like, that first half, we were decent. Again, second half, though, we kept giving the ball away stupidly. I don't understand it. Diaz scored. To be fair, I think he was, like, our second best attacker after Salah. He scored, but again, even that goal, just because he scored this goal, let's not call him good, though. Like, just because he scored a goal today, let's not say, oh, he was never asked and like he deserves apologies from the fans. He really doesn't. If he wants me, if you guys are asking for me, what it takes for me to change my mind on Luis Diaz, for him to continue the scoring run. Do not give me 5 goals in a month or like 5 to 7 goals, right, in a month, and then disappear for the next 3 months. Please don't do that. Our 2025 run has been bumpy. Yeah, it has, to be honest. Dropping points against United, losing to Spurs, losing to PSV, losing to Plymouth. Points dropped at Forest, United, Everton. Like, it hasn't been an amazing start, to be honest. No Kickstarter for the game, true. Gakpo as well, yeah, he was missing. He would have helped out. But again, the Diaz number 9 gimmick wouldn't have worked regardless. Like, we have to pick whether we're gonna play Diaz or we're gonna play what's his name? Gakpo. I was an Arsenal fan, 3 points and 3 points, but the way you guys played this form is sustainable, including Arsenal. If we are not careful, City might come back. City are too far gone, man. I don't think City will come back. Like, we're both not playing amazing football. If this was any other version of City, they would walk away with this league title. They would walk away with this league title if it was any other version of Manchester City. But they're way too far behind for us to catch out. So you shouldn't be afraid, Karen. We shouldn't be afraid. What I'm afraid of now is, like, for example, let's just say we drop points in this game and we were to play Arsenal next. I mean, not Arsenal. Arsenal would get momentum. They would have only been 5 points behind us. From a potential 9-point gap to 5 points is outrageous. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why we don't perform so well when it comes to the ending of these games these days. I really don't understand it. Maybe it's something with the coaching or maybe the players are getting too leggy or something like that. I personally don't get it. Something needs to change then. The summer can't come quick enough, to be honest. Like, if we continue performing like this, we will not win the Champions League. Like, I could see Barcelona, and not, I want to say Real Madrid. Real Madrid are trash. Barca, Inter, like, they could have their way with us in the Champions League, kind of. Like, we need to step up these performances. Like, our last really, really good performance, I wouldn't even say Bournemouth, because Bournemouth deserves something from that game. Bournemouth were really good in that game, and we scored 2 quick clinical goals. Like, when was the last time we had an amazing Premier League performance? Brentford was, like, we got the result at the end, but the performance, again, we were not clinical in that game. We didn't beat Forest, we didn't beat United. 2025 has not been amazing for us. If we don't step up these performances, Barca are gonna smoke us in the Champions League. We need to step up regardless. And the summer can't come quick enough. The summer cannot come quick enough. Like, in the summer transfer window, I need a left back replacement for Robertson. I need a number 9 and center mid depth for Gravenberch. If you ask me what my priorities were, left back and depth for Gravenberch. But you guys have this league in the bag. But if you give the league to us deep down, I would know this was for Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, we have been the best team in the Premier League this season. Like, Arsenal have not been the best team. They've messed up too many times to be considered the best team. If we somehow don't win this league title, I will be so devastated. Y'all don't understand. This channel will become a basketball channel. Like, I'm doing playoff live streams. We're going to be watching Lakers versus the Clippers. We're going to watch Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics. Like, if it gets to the point where Liverpool do not win this Premier League title this season, if Arsenal somehow win the Premier League this season, I'll see you guys at the playoffs. We're watching NFL, the real football. So if we manage to do this stuff, league title will be ours. If we step up our performances, Champions League could be ours as well. And that's basically it. Salah's going to win the Ballon d'Or, of course. Gakpo's the GOAT. Have a good day, people.